All right, it is Wednesday. Let's get to business. That song is, every time I hear it, it's more uncomfortable. I'm like, I don't know about that one. I know what you want to do, but I'm just not going to give you the satisfaction this early. I know you want to ask me about Russell Wilson. Well, too bad.
Wait, what happened with Russell Wilson?
I don't want to talk about it. We'll do it later.
What?
Hey, wait till your father gets home. We'll do it later.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You just wait till later. You wait till I tell your dad how you behaved. Listen, well, I'll address it, but I need some time. Can we start with something else?
Yeah.
Because I'm actually peak copium in my world. But see the guy over there in that T-shirt?
Yeah.
Okay. He's not okay. Kenny Cott is decidedly not okay. Not just because David is not here to do most of the work. No. Because Kenny had a real double dip. And when you go into the show sheet and you just see anger from Kenny, you know that something's wrong. So it started with last night's all too predictable Wings game, which we're not going to lament. We're not going to spend time on. It's pointless. They were not expected to win the game. Cutscene. They didn't win the game. He started going in on the Tigers about stuff. And I said, okay, and I'm going to bring Kenny on momentarily. I want you to hear this. But I said, Kenny, I think there's a more effective way for us to do this. With the season starting tomorrow, and I know you're going to have something tomorrow for the people regarding, spring production, who keeps it up. There's something different, and it's a word association. So I have got a bingo board of roughly 10, 11 things related to the Tigers. And I'm going to ask people, give me in 3 words or less your word association for this. And part of it plays into what Kenny's going to say, because Kenny is all bent out of shape. And I heard this discussed on the mornings. I think they talked about it on the middays in between their 7-round mock. And Kenny was actually fired up about this. And I'm like, okay, I'm not angry about it. It's more of me just kind of saying, well, I don't like those moves. Kenny, if you can control yourself,
So
you
word
can
association.
talk. We're going to get to the word association.
Oh, okay.
I want to give Kenny a chance to vent.
Gotcha.
But because then I want to know if he's partially insane or totally insane. But please, Kenny.
He did have a lot earlier
I
today
know,
on the
I
phone
know.
with me. So
I know.
Okay.
Kenny.
Well, it all depends on which direction you want to go in, because I had a lot of thoughts, feelings, and emotions about the Red Wings last night.
No, I don't want to hear any of it.
And also the Tigers. I mean, first of all, the idea that you want to replace the things that people care about. People actually did care about the keyhole thing, the path from the mound to home plate. People cared about that.
It was the last park in the league that had it. Players don't really like it. I just hate to break that to you.
Players don't like it. That's not the hill that I'm going to die on. I know a lot of people.
But it was a unique aspect of the park.
It was neat. It was cool. It was fun things.
It was. I didn't really understand that one, but I was like, okay, aesthetics.
Not gonna yell.
You want to change the color of the wallpaper and rearrange the furniture, do your thing.
Still never understood why all the walls aren't dark blue, but I digress. Carry on.
It was that, and then it was the Tigers logo being removed from the scoreboard and being replaced with corporate sponsorship, and then them just lying straight to our faces and saying, oh, well, it reached the end of its life cycle, like it's a patient in hospice care.
Well, hold on.
Oh,
Now,
yes, it's passing away.
Let me say this. I'm not interested in proving whether it's a lie or not. I would prefer if you just make the change, tell us Comerica wanted more signage, and you really enjoy the relationship with your keynote sponsor.
Looks like, seems like, feels like, by the way.
Much better. I just don't want to make an accusation there. That's not fair to them. The point is that the script tiger on the scoreboard, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was our thing. Now, you got to call it what it is. It looks sterile. And I'm okay if Kenny goes, you know what? They're taking some of the charm. Remember when the old Tigers, you'd hit a home run and the eyeballs glowed?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe the battery's burnt out. That doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, they forgot to switch the AAAs in those out for another pair.
Right, the timer's on the fritz.
They need to just go to USB. Okay.
But you're upset about some of the losing the charm. And look, it's been an off season of that. I mean, hello, 1901 Society. Hope people are ready for tickets that are $500-600 a game. I'm fascinated to see if they've sold any of those. Now there's emails going around. Rieger got one. Have you ever heard the words luxury suites discount? Yeah, if you want a suite, they're 25% off.
Dollars?
No. Hey, maybe it's me. Not sure people want to shell out six figures to see Matt Vierling. My point is, it's been an off season of some changes.
We can go see Javi in center.
For 25%
There
off.
we go.
That was the last thing that upset me. Was I was like, I don't think this is an actual thing that's going to happen during the regular season. But the idea that they're even trying Javi in center.
He had a great fourth inning. Recorded 2 outs.
Oh, terrific.
So here's what I want to do. What I want to do is capitalize on Kenny's angst. I'd like to know if I can grab 10 people in Metro Detroit. You call up at 248-539-9797. I'm going to offer you something about the Tigers. You, in 3 words or less, straight word association.
Keep it clean.
Yeah, well, obviously. We have a dump button for that reason. But I would like to talk to people. Like, as an example, when I go to Kenny and I go, word association, Javi in center.
Can I just make a noise?
That is actually 1 word, 9 letters.
Okay.
You win. But it's word association. When I go to Rico and I say 1901 Society, that's also 1 word if it's just AH on repeat. Word association. Hey, Ben Gamble, word association. Nope, that's not the right button. That is.
How do you spell that one? How many letters is that? P-F-F-F-F.
Yeah.
I was Audacity.
Okay. 248-539-9797. And here's my thing. I am not yelling. I'm not dying on this hill. I actually support what Kenny is saying. Meaning, when you lose some of the charm of your ballpark, I think it's okay to say I disagree with it. Now, no, I don't think anyone should be yelling and screaming. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. But the keyhole thing was unique. When we lose unique things in sports, it's okay to, I don't want to say lament. That's probably too strong. But to go, you know what? That sucks because we'll never get that back.
I'm just glad you can't blame me for that one.
No. The scoreboard thing, look, again,
Weird flex.
not going to die on a hill. So many other ballparks have been named 7 or 8 different things in my lifetime. I mean, go to Houston. They went from Enron, out of business, to like Citrus Fiesta, to Minute Maid, to like, look at the park in San Francisco, which I've been lucky enough to go to, and it's beautiful. But it's gone from Pac Bell to AT&T to, crab fries, whatever it is. They have a relationship with Comerica, and it's like, just say, hey, we appreciate our sponsor, and to continue the relationship and further it, they wanted a more prominent spot in the park. I don't know.
They wanted that luxury real estate.
But it's a bummer because I thought the script Tigers thing is cool.
It was
different.
yours. It was unique.
I like it. I like unique stuff.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not going to make fun of Kenny. I can't yell about it, but I'm not going to make fun of Kenny. So my point is, I want to do the word association the night before the season. If I say Scott Harris, word association. If I say this offseason, word association. 1901 Society. I have 10 things. I would love to hear from people. And I'm not going to tell you what I'm asking you, but you have to give me 3 words or less about your baseball team. And maybe one of them, the scoreboard. One of them could be the keyhole. And it could be don't care. It could be hell no. And you're tinkering, you've had Torque and right, you got Javi in center. No, I don't think it'll be a regular thing. Do I think there's a possibility there's a day game, it happens, and there's a chair drop? Sure, I do. Little getaway day, late inning substitution on a pinch hit? Sure. But I'm not going to yell about it now. Or as John Jansen put it, this might be the funniest thing John has said. I was driving around, and he goes, you're not going to pre-bitch about this, are you, Cookies? I've never heard of the term pre-bitch. But then Cookies is like, well, that's what I do best. But I won't pre-bitch about some of these things.
I think we need to make that a thing, pre-bitch.
Okay. Pre-bitching.
Yeah.
248-539-9797. Hopefully we get to you guys and some ticket texts. And then, yes, I'll play word association around the room. But are you with Kenny on these issues? You don't like the changes to the park. You don't like what they did to the scoreboard. You don't like the keyhole. Maybe you don't care. You're not wrong either way. And then we'll get to the rest of these associations, including the one Rico is uncomfortable with.
I'm not uncomfortable. I just
Nice. 97-1.